Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. I have already pulled out 2 animal cards for you, and the cards that came out were the dolphin and the hummingbird. So straight away when you look at these cards, you see how high vibrational they are. That's what strikes me first. It's like, wow, these 2 animals are both so high vibrational, so playful, so kind of like vibrant and full of life. And if you look a little bit closer, I feel like they are both operating in this circular space. And so I feel like this has something to say with, the ability to kind of navigate outside of linear time and move into new and different realms, forward, backwards in time, to kind of pick up information and learn and expand your mind and become inspired and kind of get to meet all of these different types of, colors, energies, vibrations. So I really feel like you've been in a period of time where you've been doing that, and I feel that it's like journeying but within your own consciousness, and it feels like you've been learning so much. And oftentimes when I do my readings, I feel like I like to pull 2 cards, because I feel like one card is like person A and one card is person B, or one card is one aspect within you and the other card is another aspect within you. And so in this case, I feel like because these 2 are so similar, I almost feel like you've been in a period of time where you've really been connecting to people that are able to see the world the same way as you do, but it's almost like you've been connecting to them like through the ethers. Like I don't feel like this connection, because these 2 animals, they live in completely different realms. They couldn't actually meet in the physical world at this point in time. That's what I'm feeling. And so it's almost like you've been connecting to all of these people that see the world in the same way that you do, but it's been through the ethers or through the web or something like that, like through the internet. I feel like it's not been in a very physical way. And so this is actually what I feel changing right now. And to be honest, the energy that I feel coming in, it feels like it might be a little bit challenging at first, because the energy that I'm feeling is an energy of grounding. And so it's actually an energy of like coming out of a very, very high vibrational state and being pulled towards the ground and towards the vibration that currently exists on the ground, if that makes sense. And so for you, it might feel as if there is, as if you're kind of losing your high vibes a little bit, or as if they are being challenged, or as if you're being kind of even maybe attacked by lower vibrational energies. But what I'm really feeling is that this is happening so that you can start to learn how to hold this type of high vibe and really flexibility of mind. That's what I feel first and foremost. This is a completely new way of orienting, of like using our mental, emotional capacities almost like as one. And so I feel like during the next part of your journey, it's something about you learning to use that, to be in that state amongst all of the low vibrational energies, and in essence eventually kind of inspiring them, teaching them, guiding them, but in a new way. So I don't know exactly what that means. I'm gonna pull some cards now to see if we can get any more messages. And there is also this, I'm feeling a lot of this, yeah, that it's high vibrational energy, but sometimes that type of energy can make you feel quite anxious and like it's hard to find peace. And so I also feel like there is definitely a need for grounding, and also knowing that you're safe on the ground. Like, I feel that you might be feeling attacked in the astral by low vibrational energies, but there's one thing that I learned during my spiritual awakening, and that is that when we are going through transitioning periods, like when we are going through ego deaths, which it feels like you might be going through right now, you're moving into a new, it's like you're building a new side of yourself. And so as a result, there has to be some kind of an ego death. And when that happens in the astral, a lot of the times you will see yourself being eaten, being attacked by lower vibrational energies. And this is natural, you know, this is the natural world. And so it's not really anything to fear. Even if a part of you dies, even if a part of you is eaten in the astral, as long as you can observe that, you know, that's not all of you, you know what I mean? And so I feel like for some of you, you might be like reacting with fear to these attacks. I would suggest to take the chance one time to just let it happen and just observe it, and then realize that you are fine. You know, it's just, you're just letting go of a part of you. It's not all of you. So I don't know, that's a message for some of you. Because actually also what happens when you allow that to go through is that these low vibrational energies, they start feeding on you. And so they start becoming actually more like you. You know, it's like you become what you eat, right? And so I know the astral can be quite jarring and weird, but this is something that has been documented through many different spiritual traditions. You know, maybe one of the most known one is like Christianity and Jesus, that says, you know, eat my body, drink my blood, basically. And this is what happens in the astral. So when you reach a certain level of enlightenment, and you're moving into a new phase where you are maybe grounding and becoming more visible, like on the ground amongst the people that are not enlightened themselves. When that happens, you will oftentimes experience that feeling of being eaten, like by creatures in the astral. And in my experience, it's absolutely nothing to fear. So let's see here if there are any more cards. Okay. Wow. Son of Wands. And the Three of Pentacles. And behind there was the Daughter of Wands. And I really feel like she wants to speak as well. And the Death card. So there's something here. What is this? To be honest, actually what I'm hearing with the Son of Wands is like arrogance. I don't know. What I'm feeling actually is something quite interesting. It's like, it's almost like with these two energies, I feel like you've gone through, like I said, this huge spiritual expansion and ascension, where you have like moved from a kind of like a normal vibration into a much, much higher vibration. And this has been very beneficial, and it's like it's expanded you in so many ways. But what I feel is that you're still holding on to your old ego that tells you that you are, in a sense, what can I say, like small, or that you are the victim, or that you are overlooked by the others. And I feel like this part of you is kind of becoming a block. because it means that because you're still holding on to this old ego, seeing yourself as a victim, not realizing that at this point you're actually much more energetically powerful than most people, much more also in a way, intelligent, because you have a lot more energy running through your brain. That's what happens when we like ascend and start traveling through different realms and that kind of thing. It's like our brain really starts to evolve because we spend so much more blood on like just thinking, you know what I mean? We spend so much more time and energy on thinking and journeying and experiencing these different aspects of reality. And so the brain expands a lot and evolves a lot. And so actually I feel like you are much more energetically powerful than you see at this point in time. And because you don't really see it, it almost makes you arrogant, because it's like you look at the people that are quote unquote low vibrational, and it's almost like you demand change from them, not realizing that there is no way that they have even the energy, the intelligence to change. That's what I mean. It's like, because, and I feel like this is because you're holding on to some kind of old ego part of yourself where you see yourself as lower or the victim or something like that. But in fact, now you're the leader. That's what I feel. And so it kind of comes out as arrogance. And like almost like a false light, because you're not seeing the power that you actually have. And so instead of taking that power and figuring out how to help these low vibrational energies or people or whatever, it's like you put the burden onto them and you demand them to figure it out by themselves, yet there is no way that they could. Like, they just don't have the energy for it at this point in time. And so it's almost like you're not receiving the resources that are there for you because of this old ego, this attachment to the old ego. That's what I'm feeling. And so that's where the Three of Pentacles and the Daughter of Wands comes in, because there is something about finding peace with the dark here. Like finding peace, finding more. It's like opening your heart more in regards to the lower vibrational realms and the lower vibrational energies, understanding them more for what they are and for the limitations that they have. That's what I'm feeling. Yeah, there is definitely some new kind. Oh yeah, Hierophant underneath the deck. Definitely some kind of new leadership role coming in for you now. Where you're being asked to, it's like you're being asked to ground. And in a sense, this is going to give you also a lot more power, because I feel like when you're here in this high vibrational realm, the other people that are also there, they understand perfectly what you're talking about, the language that you're using and what you're referring to, because they see it too. Like, they're just like you. But the people on the ground, they're like, you must be crazy, because they don't see any of that shit. That's how they feel. It's like, these people are crazy, they're loony. And so instead of like blaming these people for being blind, it's something about learning how to take some of that excess energy, some of that high vibe, and learn how to ground it so that you can actually begin to explain these insights that you have received, that you see can help a lot of people. Start to figure out ways to explain these insights to the people on the ground that are currently blind. But it's like it's almost like us that are high vibrational, you know, we have to carry that burden of figuring out how to change our minds and how to open our hearts so that we can become better guides and leaders for the people that, you know, they don't even understand anything, like basically of these higher worlds. And so it's like, I feel like it's the responsibility of the people that are high vibrational to come to the people that are low vibrational and see how we can start to offer these people some small insights in the way that they would find interesting and understandable. That's what I'm feeling that this new path is taking you into. It's like a new portal is opening and it's kind of like sucking you in. And at first I think it seems overwhelming and like almost like just like a blanket, you know, it's like hard, like the mountain here. It's hard, it's dense, it's unforgiving, it's just hard. But there is something about you already knowing, like you have the vibration, the capacity, the mental flexibility, and the intelligence to figure out how to make this mountain melt. How do you make it melt? How do you turn it into these like layers of time? How do you make it fluid and flexible? And again, it's also talking about how do you make these people melt? Like how can you speak to their hearts in ways that will make them just feel something? And so it's about being clever, I feel. It's about being playful. Especially with these two animals. They're so playful. They're so kind of like also mischievous. It's like they're not like these gray old teachers just telling you do that, do this. No, they will fuck with you. Like they will play with you. They will do tricks on you. And that's something that people that are a little bit low vibrational, they tend to like that, you know? They tend to like to be a little bit of like banter and push and pull and like play and games. It's something that catches their interest. So I don't know why this exactly is coming true, but it's quite interesting. I feel like it's realizing that you've reached a point in your life where you're actually the adult, and that the people that used to be adult, you know, that used to tell you what to do, now they are the children, is what I'm feeling. And it's like the cycle continues. You're now learning how to teach them, and then you get to choose the ways in which you do that. You know, you can choose a lot more fun and playful ways to teach them than they used to teach you. That's what I'm feeling. And so yeah, it's kind of fun. But I think like you need to realize, like, and that's where I feel like the daughter of wands and the son of wands comes in. This is more like arrogant, seeing yourself as higher. You know, it's like, oh, I'm high vibrational, these people are low vibrational. That type of thing creates duality. It's not about that, you know. They are low vibrational because they're poor. You know, it's like they don't know how to become high vibrational. And so it's more about choosing what kind of authority do you want to be. Do you want to be an authority that mocks the people that are poor and the people that don't know any better? Or do you want to be an authority that can kind of stand with and understand at least the people that are low vibrational, the people that are energetically poor? There's absolutely something about that, and about how that choice also really can change your karma, and it can subconsciously change the way that these low vibrational people or energies will see you. like if they see you or if they feel you more as someone that is compassionate of them and like actually bigger than them, like you see that they are small and you have compassion for their lacks. If they feel that, then I feel like it's almost as if their behavior towards you will change. Like they won't feel the need to be so hard and so protective of themselves and so like battle hungry. You know what I mean? It's like the battle will turn into play more. It's still gonna be a little bit of testing because, again, lower vibrational energies, they are just rougher. Like, they are more like animal predator, like her. You know, they like to be a little bit more like that, but there's something about making it like less serious and less severe, and more actually something that, you know, people can look forward to with you. It's like, ooh, it's fun to like battle with them, or it's fun when they like challenge me, because they feel like when you're doing it, you're not actually like looking down upon them. You don't actually see yourself as better than them. You see yourself as, I used to be like you. You know, it's like they can sense that, you know, that once upon a time, in this lifetime or in a past lifetime, you were just like them. You were also living in that low vibration. And so you understand them. It's like you're able to stand eye to eye with them, even though in this lifetime, right now, you have reached a higher level. I feel like it's something like that. And so I feel actually like if you're experiencing, like I said, lower vibrational energies attacking you in the astral, I actually think that allowing that is going to help you to shed these parts of yourself that are maybe keeping you in this role of being just a slight bit arrogant, of being a little bit of a corrupted authority, if that makes sense. Because the truth is that at this point, you're just way, way, way more advanced than the people that you, or the energies that you might feel threatened by. And so there's really no reason to feel threatened at all. You have the power. Like, you have the energy. You have the mind to turn this around and to make it into something abundant, something that you can create growth from. So I really love your energy. I would love to hear what you think, or I really love your energy. I really love your reading. I would love to hear what you think as well. Very interesting. Anyway, take care and bye for now.